Hello, I'm Chris.
I'm Adrian.
Kentaro.
I'm Stevie. We're Birds of Bellwoods.
We're here at Big Rock Brewery.
Having beers with bands.
Cheers.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Why don't you tell us what you're drinking? I will start. I am having the Big Rock Grasshopper.
Oh, I'm having the Big Rock Citradella. Citradelic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm having a brown ale, also known as the Trad, supposedly.
Yes, good beer.
I'm having the Big Rock Scottish Heavy Ale. It's quite nice.
I am having a parsnip stout, which is more delicious than it would sound.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we're just going to have a little bit of fun with you guys. We're going to do a little bit of who in the band. So I'm going to ask a question, and you guys are going to decide who in the band it qualifies for. We're not trying
Chris.
to we're not trying to break up the band here. And if you want to tell us why your reasoning behind who you're picking would be nice as well. So let's start with who would be a beer snob in the band?
Ooh, I'm going to go Adrian.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, Adrian's definitely the most in tune with his gastronomic senses, I would say.
My palate?
Yeah, I feel like Adrian's a coffee guy too, so he's like, all
He's
those
a
flavors.
palate
Yeah, he's a
snob?
palate guy.
Yeah.
You guys agree?
Oh, no,
Yeah, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
He used the word palate.
So he answered that question for you.
Nice. Who's most likely to lose a piece of gear?
Oh, Stevie. Even though he doesn't have that much gear, you'd be surprised that you can lose. It's,
I get distracted. I like people. I like talking to people.
You can vote for someone else.
I'm gonna no. I'm gonna take this one on the chin. This is a me thing.
Probably leave it on stage.
You winning this one is also aided by the fact that sometimes we just throw your gear away as a joke.
Nice. Does that also count for the hotel key, or is someone less responsible with the hotel
Oh,
key?
he doesn't get a hotel key. No.
Ever.
No?
No, I'm to follow someone else in
Nice.
or knock on the door until our drummer lets me in. He's the only one that still likes me.
Nice. Who in the band, and I know some people have more restrictions based on their instrument, but if they could, who's most likely to crowd surf?
Stevie.
Yes, 2 for me. Yeah, I try to make a point of it. My favorite crowd surfing story is we sold out the Drake Underground in Toronto at one point, and there's no way to the merch table from the stage other than through the audience. So I had no choice but to crowd surf, and I always crowd surf like back on because I'm scared and I don't want to face them, so I just closed my eyes and took a leap, and it's great. It's a very good feeling. Although I'm going to get Kentaro to surf his upright bass out into the crowd one day.
If you pay for it, yeah.
Dangerous game.
Yeah, it seems like a super dangerous game, but we'll try.
Who is most likely to win at, I would say beer pong, but any drinking related game?
Kintaro.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris is pretty good. Chris and I went to university, so like, we have that going for us. They went to art school, I went to McGill, so there's definitely a big beer pong component. There's a lot of Americans there too, and they take what do they call it? Root? They call it something different down in the States.
What's root?
It's American. That's what they call beer pong. But yeah, I don't know. I enjoy a nice game of beer pong. I haven't played in years, but I do enjoy it.
Nice.
I really want to play that Roomba beer pong. That looks like a lot of fun. Have you seen this? Really? Oh, let's get 2. And, yeah.
Okay, can we videotape a second one with you guys playing like Roomba beer pong?
If you provide the Roombas, I will do anything. They're like $500 at least for one.
I know.
This interview is sponsored by Roomba.
The company's actually called the company's called iRobot. The Roomba is just the product. So I've been doing my
Yeah.
I
That
know.
didn't go well.
Yeah, it's a bad, sad ending, man.
I know. I was on Craigslist looking for Roombas, and so I tied iRobot into it, and so like I got 3 Roombas and then 2 like DVD collections. So,
Nice,
yeah.
nice. Survive the zombie apocalypse. Who's going to survive out of the 4 of you guys?
I'm just gonna vote for myself because when I was in high school, I read the book How to Survive a Zombie Apocalypse, and I don't know if anyone else here did.
No, that's fair. I would say you would like outsmart them too.
This is actually a pretty good spot for a zombie apocalypse.
No, look at it. You got a full wall of window here.
Yeah, but you got all this metal and stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
A lot of tools.
Do we agree that it's Kintaro?
I'm gonna go Chris because I think he'd do what needed to be done.
He would sacrifice who needed to be sacrificed?
Absolutely.
Yeah? So then the flip side of that, who's going to die first?
Oh, that's gonna be me. Yeah, I'm gonna do something stupid and get bitten, and then try to hide it from everyone because I try to sort it out myself, and then the time where I could have just chopped my arm off is gonna pass.
Yeah.
Adrian's not gonna get bitten, but he is gonna go crazy from guilt and fear. That's how I think he'll meet his end.
Nice, nice. So who is most likely to get lost on the way to a gig?
I'm killing this.
Okay,
kid.
there's a story down in the way.
Oh, well, no, I mean, he'd be better at telling it, but one time Stevie got lost in New Jersey and got a ride from some wonderful dudes driving a garbage truck. And
That
he
was
was
after
gone
the
for
gig.
hours. It was crazy.
Did you guys know where he was, or is just
Nope.
he was just gone?
Wandered off in the night.
Yeah, I forget what
In a
caused. I
foreign
think there was a
country.
lot of beer involved that night as well. But yeah, I ended up. My phone died. I didn't know where our Airbnb was.
We
It
tried
was
to
4
lose him.
a.m. in New Jersey, and I flagged down a garbage truck and had a nice conversation with the gentleman driving. And I ended up in the front of the truck and not the back. And yeah, he drove me around until we found our Airbnb. Jorge, I love you, man. I think of you still.
Thank you for keeping him safe. Who's most likely to have a reality show?
Chris.
Why? Because of my Instagram story.
I think it's your outlandish sense of humor.
Do you have a title for his do you think of a good title
Well,
for
do you
his
have a title for
reality
your own
show?
show?
In the basement.
I mean, well, can I swear? Because there's a
Yeah,
swear in the
absolutely.
Okay, well,
We're drinking beer on camera.
I did cooking shit with Chris for a little while. It wasn't very popular, but I did
It's just
I did
brilliant.
get really drunk and cook things and put it on Instagram when I was dealing with some emotional stuff. So
Well, you didn't say it had to be a successful show, right?
It's a reality show.
But what a season it was.
Was it?
yeah, it was a lot of swearing.
It was truly something.
It's a good time.
Nice. So one thing I have noticed watching you guys perform, and I've learned about you guys, is that you guys are very you guys songwrite together. You guys are very choreographed in your performance in terms of you guys are in sync. You guys get along really well. You guys have a really good time. So if you got the chance for one show to switch positions, switch roles, switch instruments, what would you do?
Do I get the talent of the person that I'm switching with? I'm gonna go Kintaro. I would like to play the upright bass. It looks cool. Yeah, and the bowing is amazing. It is so much harder than it looks. Yeah, it sounds like a dying cat for years before you figure it out.
I think I'd probably play the drums. Pretty chill. You get the person's talent, then I'll take the drum. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, or do lights or something like that. That'd be pretty fun.
You go back.
Yeah, just switch it up. It's only one show. Just go on the light. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I always wanted to be a drummer too. My mom or dad probably didn't let me get a drum kit, so I'd be down. I'd be down to try that.
I would probably I'm gonna go a different route here. I would pick acoustic guitar because I'm playing electric. I'm just trying to hit all the notes. And I can't move around as much, and you look like you're having so much fun over there.
Just blasting chords.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's playing 6 notes at once every
just going blam,
second.
blam, blam.
Yeah.
Saying you have an easy job.
Yeah. Well, I'm not ripping up and down either. I mean, I'm no.
No ripping, John.
You only rip up.
No.
No one's coming after to jump around and yell at people.
No. I guess you can all do it together.
Yeah, we kind of all do.
Nice.
I feel also if you really wanted to do something, if you really wanted to be someone else, then you should just be that person. You know what I mean? I think you kind of pick what you wanted to be, and then that is the most suiting role. So, that's why I said do lights for a day. I've never done lights. I feel like that'd be fun. Maybe have a couple of beers before and just see what would happen. I don't know.
So because this is Beers with Bands, What is the first beer you guys ever had?
Well, this is the first beer I've had in a whole month, actually. It's going to derail my whole operation here.
I think for me it would have been a Corona, because that was my dad was from Mexico City and he liked a nice light beer. It's basically just lemon water. But yeah, I think that would have been my first beer. Certainly not my last.
I remember as like a kid, always my parents would drink Guinness, and I'd like put my finger in the head of the beer and eat, like that was fun. It was like a tasty little creamy thing. I guess the first real beer that I had, I was probably in like grade 7 or something like that. We like stole some MGDs and drank them and thought we were drunk. Yeah, we had like half a beer each, and it was wild.
Do you remember James Reddy?
Yeah.
Do I?
5.5. That's bang for your buck.
I don't think I can actually remember the first beer I had. I know the first like alcoholic beverage I had was a stolen Mike's Hard Lemonade. Drank that on a rooftop somewhere. That was hilarious. It was great. I was like 10 years old or something. Something stupid. Yeah, but I think maybe like a Lowenbrow or something. Something basic. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure my first was Oland Export Ale or Alexander Keats. And actually my dad, when I was like, I don't know if I should tell this story.
Yeah, get in there.
Well, you know when your parents are like, here, have a sip of this when you're like a really little kid, and I don't know how small I was, but I was like, like taste how bad it is, and I was like, oh, that's awful. And then I didn't, touch it again for years and years, and it's still awful. Alexander Keats is gross. It's not an IPA. But everyone knows that. So, yeah.
So very last question. You guys each get to answer. You each get to answer this question. So you get to brew your own beer. What style of beer are you brewing? What is your secret ingredient? And which one of your songs would you name it after?
Oh, you want to? Should we take a minute?
Yeah, just think.
Okay, I think I can do it.
Okay, so style.
It's gonna be a pale ale.
Okay. British, American.
Probably an American.
Okay.
It's gonna be like really cloudy.
Okay.
Like so unfiltered. You'd never not even once. Secret ingredient is gonna be something like fennel or something like really out there.
Yeah.
But it's also gonna be like super citrusy, so it'll sort of contrast there. And I will name it after a new song.
Ooh.
And it's going to be called Easy.
Oh, I like that.
Nothing like an easy ale,
Nice.
Okay, I got one. So I don't drink that beer. I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer a nice sour beer, actually. So I think mine would be a sour beer, and the ingredients I don't really know what goes into that, so I don't know. But the name of it would be Fish Hunt, which is an alternate title for an unreleased song of ours. It's like a fishing trip, except it's called a fish hunt.
I feel like Bellwoods would actually pick up fish hunt as a name. They have good sharp.
Is there fish in the?
Well, I was wondering that. I don't think there should be fish sauce in here, right?
Oh, all right. I got
Fish
it.
oil. Maybe like a trace amount of cod liver oil, so it's like
healthy.
Yeah.
Like a freezing.
I think I figured out mine. It's gonna be a stout. It's going to be named after melatonin, and it's going to be, I guess I'll call it like bottled dreams. And the secret ingredient is going to be a lot of melatonin and also caffeine. So those can just mix up in your body and just have a lot of waking dreams. And it'll be like, ever drink delirium?
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be like that, but quicker.
Nice.
Well, Stevie stole the name of my beer, so I should have gone before him. But
It's gonna be Bottle of Dreams.
no, it's going to be called Melatonin. His is called Bottle of Dreams. I've actually thought about making this beer before. My cousin's a brewer, and he was trying to get me into it, and I was like, this is way too much time investment, and I need to have beer in my house. It's terrible. But a nice clean lager with a little bit of lavender. I thought we did it just a nice subtle flavor. And then I would call it melatonin because lavender can have a very calming and soothing effect sometimes people throw pillows for sleep. So we have a similar effect to that. I feel like I can make that.
Yeah, yours is
Though
by far the
apparently, I thought about this one.
Yours is the most marketable.
But apparently lagers are quite hard to make. The more clean the beer is, the trickier it is. This is my cousin.
It is true.
So I feel like maybe I'll give it to him to try because he's pretty good.
Nice. So what's coming up next for you guys?
So next week, making this beer. It's called Melatonin. It's a lavender, which sounds tricky to make. No, we're writing a bunch. Adrian had mentioned a song, which I'm cautious even said because now everyone knows our new songs. We're working on a lot of new material right now. Just taking some time off away from the road and these treacherous conditions. And gearing up for the summer, we got some festivals coming up. Just getting ready for the record too.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much for doing this, guys. You can check them out on their social media.
Birds Bellwoods.
Birds Bellwoods.
This just got time for
Right.
Twitter
Check
doesn't
them
have
out.
time specifically. That's what we have to
Twitter's
choose.
full.
Yeah, at Birds
It's
Bellwoods.
always Twitter's
Yeah.
full. So check them out. We will post their social media in the post below. Make sure you check us out and our other videos at beerx.ca. We are at beerx.ca across all socials as well, and our newest social media handle, Beers Fans. Cheers, guys.
I finished mine.
I know.
Cheers, though.
Cheers.
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 Had I known.
I gotta sip left.
Yeah, so